Good morning and welcome to the vlog. It is a beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. Just attended yoga at the Goodman gallery. Enjoyed it so much. Lately I've just been feeling like my yoga practice is, I don't know, it's just getting too repetitive. I've been practicing yoga for a few years and I've just sort of done the same things. And yeah, I'm just getting kind of bored of my own practice and also doing it alone. So attended this beautiful offering and it felt really good to be practicing yoga in community with other people and being led as well. Being led like in person, really need that, really need to root into just being held and space being created for me and for my body. So yeah, that was really fun. And I think going forward, a lot of my yoga practice will be with people in community. It's so much fun. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's at an art gallery and there's actually an exhibition opening right now, so I'm gonna go check that out. But I love it when things like that happen. Like you go somewhere like thinking you're gonna attend one thing or do one thing, and then it just unfolds into like tiny little surprises along the way, like just serendipity everywhere. So yeah, feeling really grateful for that, grateful to be practicing yoga in such a beautiful space that has its own beautiful elements, and feeling grateful to my body as well that just led me and showed me how it wants to move today. And also so grateful for this cup of green tea that is warming my hands up. Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs now and join the rato. I hope you enjoy this vlog. I don't really know what to expect because I'm also taking this day as it comes. So we'll see what this vlog has in store. I love how we were like yoga and then it was like burger.
I'm running up stones on the edge of the bank. Rally the troops for another refrain. I sing this softly to myself.
We're back from yoga. We've been back home for a while. We just took a little nap, a little decompressing time to rest. And I think I always underestimate yin yoga. Like I'm like, okay, wow, this is gonna be quite easy and it's gonna be very gentle on my body, which it is, but like yin just it stretches your deep muscles, and so it just makes you just so much more tired. I always just, it's a lot easier for me to like lean into rest and to feel more supple and soft after doing a yin yoga practice. So yeah, I definitely needed to just rest and listen to my body in that sense. We're headed to the cinema now to watch Inside Out 2, and I'm so excited because this is my favorite movie. I think it's such a beautiful movie for children to just like learn how to understand, speak through, know their emotions, honestly, even for adults. And I'm really excited for this one because anxiety comes in, embarrassment comes in. I think guilt also makes an appearance. So really sweet, preteen, pubescent emotions coming to the surface, and I'm just really excited to be in the cinema, watch my favorite movie. I also wanted to share my latest reads with all of you, just some of the books that I'm really enjoying. I just finished Please Look After Mom. That was intense, and then after that I started reading A Little Life, but I gave it like a little, maybe like a 3-day break, because I can already tell that this book, there's going to be some heartbreak and some like pain and suffering in it. So I'm just like, okay, after reading Please Look After Mom, I cannot jump straight into this book. So in the interim, I read Convenience Store Woman. Oh my goodness, I started this last night, and I finished it last night as well. It's a very short book. Yes, you can read it in one sitting, but like, do not recommend doing that. I don't know. It was like the middle of the night. It's 11 p.m. I'm sleepy, I'm tired. I'm honestly, half asleep reading this book, and it's very deadpan, very weird. It's a lot. I think I need to reread it. I did enjoy it. I really enjoyed it, but I'm gonna reread it again to just let it settle deeper. So in the next week, I'm gonna come back to this one. We'll be rereading this, going to head to the cinema now. Hello. Oop, there's a bee. Hi, bee. Working from Plato today. May not seem like it from the vlog, but I've been at home indoors for quite a few days, and I'm feeling really like just getting sick of being inside the house. So yeah, just going to spend the afternoon working from Plato. I've got quite a bit to get done. I need to finish editing this vlog. I'm also working on a project for a client, so I need to finish that. And I am facilitating a somatic session tonight, which I'm so excited about. So I just want to make sure that everything is in order for tonight, and everything that needs to be done is finished. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now. So the somatic container that I'm facilitating tonight is all about perfectionism and why it's so difficult to like break out of that cycle of always trying to be perfect, and what our perfectionism is actually rooted in. Like, it seems like perfectionism is self-sabotage, and I mean, from my own experience, whenever I have something that I feel like I need to be perfect at, I always end up just like avoiding doing the thing because I just get so overwhelmed, and I just get in my head about how I'm not like good enough, and how like nothing I ever do will ever be perfect and stuff. So I tend to get in my head a lot, and that's actually fear speaking. Like, it's never just perfectionism and we call it a day and there's nothing else to it. It's actually fear. It's my fear of not belonging. It's my fear of wanting to be accepted. It's really normal human fears that we all have. It's just manifested itself as wanting to be perfect, because my fear has just told me that if I am perfect, then I will belong, then I will be loved. So yeah, tonight's container is just a deep dive into the fears behind perfectionism, and I'm going to be just engaging in practice with a whole bunch of amazing human beings, helping them just process the fear behind their perfectionism, so that they can just like show up in the world doing the things that they want to do unapologetically, boldly, confidently. Quite excited to host the space, to hold people in this way, and also really excited for myself too, because even as I was planning this container, there was a little voice in my head that was like, okay, how can I make this 5% better? What can I tweak here? And it's like, when you're engaging with people, like, it's more like what's happening in the moment, and more like being led by the people and the moment than it is about like sticking to your plan and following through with it. So even as I prepare for this container, I'm just reminding myself that I can plan till kingdom come, I can do all the things, but ultimately what wants to come up in the moment will come up. What is best for the people in the moment is what will come out of me, and I'm just going to trust that. I'm going to trust the knowledge that comes out of me and how it lands in the people who are participating tonight. I think honestly, when I get home, most of my prep will be more like nervous system release and like energy work, more than it will be like sitting at the laptop and like, okay, am I going to talk about this? What points do I need to not forget and remember? I really enjoy somatic work. It's so different to how I've been taught to like hold a container, to share ideas. When I think about like sharing and how I used to do it in university, it was more like you stand up, you give a presentation, you know, it's so like, it was more like one way. Whereas with like somatic facilitation, it's like, okay, what is happening in your nervous system? What's happening in my nervous system? How are we mirroring each other right now? And how can I hold your nervous system right now? And how can I hold the possibility of your nervous system and what you have? Yeah, it's definitely a different way to hold space. It's definitely a different way of preparing, and just engaging with people. And I really enjoy that it's a growth edge for me, but it's also like, it also just comes so naturally. And so I'm just going to trust in how naturally this comes to me and be led by the part of me that like feels confident, the part of me that knows what's happening, and the part of me that just feels like, listen to people, attune to people, listen to yourself, listen to your own heart, and the rest will follow.